Let's do it. What's going on, YouTube? We are here with an early live, not a nighttime live today. We got the TikTok live here as always. We're going to do some live product research again because I do think that we're going to hit the goal. So yeah, we're going to get into it. How much margins? 40% on this account after everything. Across accounts, 36%. Also, you guys, I'm about to record. I've been lagging on it, guys. I've been lagging. I'm very sorry. I do apologize. You guys don't know what I'm talking about yet, but I've been lagging on an update for the 0 to 1 mil series. I'm going to give you guys a little insight on why I was lagging. Just like everybody who goes through the journey, we were running into a lot of issues. We were having some conversion issues. We were having some conversion issues and stuff. But and we also, with the new products that we were going to launch for 30 days, we were dealing with Amazon compliance, like more than 30 days. It was actually the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. But we got that resolved. We got everything locked in, and we are currently at, for the month, $16,000 in top line revenue. Everyone who's like, Amazon doesn't work anymore. You've been selling on Amazon for 6 years. Blah, 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 blah. 16,000 in top line revenue, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on a brand new product. God's plan. Let's get it. So I'm also going to share some other updates. I'm not going to spoil everything on the live today. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, I'm documenting the entire journey from 0 to $1 million in sales on a brand new Amazon seller account. Brand new. Not this one, not any of my established ones, not just launching a new product. Brand new Amazon seller account. I don't even know what that means. White. And we are currently at 16K in top line revenue for the product. So very excited to share that with everybody. I will post a video. I'll probably post the video on Monday. Excuse me. But yeah, some exciting stuff there. I did it to prove to everybody that you can still make money selling on Amazon even in 2025, and you will be able to in 2026 and in 2027 and in 2028 and in 2029 and in 2030. Let's get to 20 shares, y'all. Hit that share button. You just got to click copy link. You can do it as many times as you want. You don't have to send it to anyone. It counts as a share to the algorithm. Once we hit 20 shares, we will do live product research. I did answer that question. Sorry, bro. I missed you asking if I answered it. But no, your second product does not have to be in the same niche. So just like on that new account that I'm starting, on our first product, how much revenue you do a month with all seller accounts you have? 6 figures, Sam. 6 figures a month. That's a YouTube question. But yeah, so this new account, the product that just hit 16K in top line revenue for the month, that's in the home and kitchen category. Our next 2 products that we're going to launch are in the baby category. Completely different categories there. So no, it doesn't matter unless your goal is to start like a toy brand or a baby brand, which some people do, and we do have brand, like this is a supplement brand. But nowadays I don't really like being tied to just one category. You know what I mean? Your experience is priceless. Your guys' support is priceless. I appreciate you. We got a lot of familiar faces. UX always or pretty often in the lives. MFM in the lives all the time. Mark in the lives all the time. Airstick, of course, always in the lives. Airstick's a moderator. I honestly forget that you're a moderator, to be honest with you. All right, so I think we're going to do, let me just get us ready here, because I do think that we're going to do some live product research, because we're at night. Yep, there we go, 20 shares. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Very, very much appreciated. So let's do some live product research. Oh, why is it not letting me do this? Tangi, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Make sure you all drop your questions down below. What category do you guys want to see us do live product research in? I'm going to let you guys decide. So this product, these lives are for you guys. I know how to do product research. I have hundreds of products that meet criteria. There we go. Boom. And we're going to do this. Thank you, Celicia. Appreciate you. We're going to do this. First comment. First comment. Anytime I ask a question, I want you guys to be interactive. First comment is going to be the one that we go with. So closed mouths don't get fed. You snooze, you lose. So let's do this. I'm going to share my YT screen. And we're going to do it. I also posted a video about it, so you guys can always reference that video. I have videos on my YouTube about it. I have videos on my TikTok about it. And shameless plug, if you guys wanted me to find a product for you based on the criteria that I use and teach, I do have the product selection option in my mentorship where, again, based on the criteria I use and teach, I will select your product. YouTube, can you guys confirm that you see the screen? Sometimes it goes dark. What is Amazon FBA? Explain like I'm a 6th grader. FBA stands for fulfilled by, this is a YouTube question, by the way, y'all. FBA stands for fulfilled by Amazon. It's where I sell products on Amazon's platform, but I send my inventory to Amazon's fulfillment centers. And then every time I get an order, Amazon picks, packs, and ships my order directly to the customer. Okay, so just confirming, YouTube, you guys can see the chat because sometimes it goes dark. I was told by a 7-figure seller to take advantage of the honeymoon period, even with 0 reviews. Brother, at the end of the day, there's going to be different people who have different perspectives on this. I've heard quite a few people, actually, yeah, I've heard quite a few people who say that. How about, and King, I know that you're just asking. King, shout out King. He's always up in the live supporting as well. The dude's just, he's trying to learn out here. King, at the end of the day, there's going to be conflicting strategies with Amazon. I would encourage everybody to find out for yourself. Because if you took 100 people who just tried to take advantage of the honeymoon period with 0 reviews, and then 100 people who went and pushed for 15 reviews right off the jump, data tells me, just because I have so many students, I go on live every single day, I hear about people's experience all the time. Data tells me that the people who go and start PPC with 0 reviews are going to struggle far more than the people who go and push for reviews. So at the end of the day, everyone is going to have to find out for yourself. I remember I was having a talk with my little cousin, and I'm giving him a bunch of life advice and stuff. He just graduated high school on Thursday, actually. And I told him, I'm like, listen, bro, just because I know how it was for me when I was coming up and everybody was giving me advice, I knew that I had to find out for myself. People telling me, don't do this, this is how you should live your life, this is what you should not do. Yeah, I just wanted to see your thoughts. Also would be getting reviews even while running PPC. I mean, if you can push for reviews fast enough, I mean, I get reviews fairly fast, so I still take advantage of the honeymoon period. Also, YouTube, while I'm sharing my screen, while we're about to do the product research, I'm not going to be able to see your guys' questions, but I will just bounce back and forth. So let's do it. We're going to do live product research right now. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the shares. Y'all ran it up. So let's do it. All right. Step one, we're going to go to, by the way, look at my search history. I just bought this shirt today. Oh, man. I'm a funny guy. Anyways, so we're going to go to Amazon. This is the Amazon search method. And we're going to search something generic like kitchen. All right. We can maybe even do kitchen products. Let's see if that, I don't think products has good search volume. I might have to do essentials. Let's double check. 5,000 search volume. Let's double check. Let's do essentials. See if that's more. Kitchen essentials. Yeah, kitchen essentials 42,000. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We want to search something generic like kitchen essentials or toys and games or baby products, right? I don't know why this is in. There we go. Okay. And now it's going to bring us here to page 1 on Amazon. Now, step 1, phase 1 of doing product research. Let me put the computer back more. There we go. So step 1, phase 1 is we want to generate a product idea. So we're going to scroll through here. There's going to be some products like Clorox that we're not even going to touch. Plus, they have 108,000 reviews. So I already know this product won't meet my criteria. And we find a product that catches our eye. Now, we did this last night, so I'm going to do it again today because I like that. I like this vibe. I'm not going to pick a product. You guys find a product that catches your eye. I know how to do product research. One more thing that I also want to mention, anybody who's in the live thinking that I'm about to find a product that meets the criteria and that I'm about to just hand out a free product, you're wrong. I purposely do not do that because I am teaching you guys how to fish. I'm not about to just give you a fish away for free. That doesn't do anything for you. Smartest. So here's a little fun fact for you, bro. I have hundreds of students, all who have started within the last few years selling on Amazon. Number 1. Number 2, you claim that it's saturated. Meanwhile, I'm documenting a journey for a brand new product, brand new account, taking it from 0 to $1 million in sales. We already hit $16,000 in sales. So yeah, so saturated. Amazon is so saturated that as a new seller, new account, that I was able to already achieve that. And we just launched this year. Anybody who says Amazon is saturated is scared of competition. Competition is in everything. No, brother, it's not going to be saturated if I keep promoting it. Like I said, I go live every single day. I have over 300 mentorship students in my product. Do you want to know how many times a student has said that they were going to launch the same product as me? 0 times. Out of all those 300 students, do you want to know how many times I've seen people go and launch the same product? Maybe twice. So yeah, brother, you're, if it takes no skill, then why aren't you a 7-figure seller? Why aren't you an 8-figure seller, smartest? Again, it's the people who do the least who have the most, or who have the most to say. Simple as that, you guys. I sell in person. Again, if it's so easy, why don't you hop on Amazon and become a 7-figure seller? Let's go. How about this? Let's do this. I just created a new account. I'm only a couple months ahead of you. You go start a new account. Whoever gets there first, we'll do a $10,000 bet. We'll sign a contract. I'll have my lawyers print it up and send it to you. If you can, since it's so easy, if you can get to $1 million in sales before me, I'll drop 10K. But we got to sign the contract, son. I'll have my lawyers write it out. Again, the people who do the least have the most to say. All right, bro, send me a message. I'll put it on blast too. I'll make a video about the message on TikTok. Let's see if you're down to put your money where your mouth is, son. All right, back to it. Guess what, everybody? I'm not going to get a message. And guess what? He's not going to sign the contract. Anyways, so you guys let me know a product that catches your eye right here. Oh yeah, I will, Glory. Always, always, always. I like to troll the trollers. It actually just makes me prove a point, right? Because you'll have people in the chat say, "Oh, see the comment. Oh, it's saturated. Yeah, I can mute them. Yeah, I can just block them." Sign the contract. Sign the contract. What contract? I told the homie was saying, A, Amazon was saturated. B, what I was doing was making Amazon saturated. And C, let's check the YouTube. What else you live? I'm also live on TikTok, brother, right here. And then after I said all of the success that I found on Amazon, he said, "Of course, it's easy." And then I said, "Why aren't you a 7-figure seller?" He said, "I sell in person." So I made him a deal. If he gets to $1 million in sales before I do on the brand new account, we'd sign a $10,000 contract. I'd have my lawyers write it up, and we'll make the bet. Friendly little bet. I'll gladly go up 10K. Some nice little vacation money. He says, "I want to sign that too." No, but you got to put up 10K too. And Sheep, I like you. I don't want to take your money. God bless you, brother. All right, back to it. We're done. We're just gonna mute the busters now, so we can actually do product research. Hey, bro, followed me. Let's go. All right, I hope you message me, bro. I'll be waiting. Okay, back to it. So we're going to look for a product that caught our eye. Just to recap, because I went on a whole tangent. We're going to go on Amazon. We're going to search something generic like kitchen essentials or home and kitchen or office products or toy products or baby products, right? And then this is phase 1. We want to generate a product idea. So you guys let me know. I already know how to do product research. I already have hundreds of products that meet my criteria. You guys let me know what product catches your eye. I'm not gonna do it for you guys on this live. All right. So I'll scroll through. You guys let me know a product that catches your eye. If it's something that the magnetic shelf. Okay, I think that's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. So next thing that we want to do is we want to identify the main keyword. I'm looking at Amazon right now, Tangi, but I'm using Helium 10. Let me get to questions. I skipped some questions. Sorry, you guys. For any questions about the program, Glory, just hop on a call with the team. You can go to the TikTok bio, click yes, I want to apply, and then you could hop on a call with the team. Since my trademark won't be covered with my second product, is it best to file another? It won't be covered legally, but you'll still have brand registry for that product UX. Price low, price point is a little low. Yeah, I do agree, but let's still take a look at it. So we want to identify the main keyword. I like it. You guys are catching on. We want to identify the main keyword. It's likely magnetic shelf for stove. Oh, this guy's still. All right, brother. There's people in the live who just want to see product research. I'm not going to block you, but I am going to mute you so you can sit in the live like a good little boy. I already made the offer to you, bro. So you let me know. I'll be waiting for your DM. All right. We're gonna stick to the positivity right now. All right. He's a good boy. So we have magnetic shelf for stove is likely the main keyword here. So let's confirm that. We're gonna go to Amazon. We're gonna search. Oh, it's hard to do this with the phone blog in magnetic shelf. And you do need a product research software for this next phase. Ooh, so this is interesting. So we have magnetic shelf here with 11,000 search volume. And then we have magnetic shelf for stove with only 1,700 search volume. Thank you, because I'm trying to learn this good stuff. Got you, Tangi. Yeah, we're not gonna focus on the the busters today. We're just gonna, well, I kind of already did, but no more. We're gonna just get to the education. That's what there's 17 people in the live. That guy was one person. Smartest last comment is interesting. What do you think all retailers do? Buy and sell for the same price? Yeah, exactly, bro. That's it's like common sense. It's like Nike. Nike does the same thing. Nike's a multi-billion-dollar company. Anyways, literally just, obviously they make their own shoes, but they just slap a little swoosh, a little check mark on shoes, and here they are. That is business, everybody. Congratulations, Business 101. You know how branding works. So we're going to actually check magnetic shelf first. Now, the reason that I'm able to see these numbers, y'all, is because I'm using Helium 10's Google Chrome extension. Gerardo, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Appreciate Gerardo, sorry. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you, brother. So let's check magnetic shelf. So these aren't all relevant to what we're looking at. So we're actually going to go back and we're going to do magnetic shelf for stove. I don't love the search volume on that keyword, but it is going to be the one that is most relevant. And we want the keyword that is most relevant to our product with the highest search volume. That's how we know that it's the main keyword. So now as we scroll through, now we see, okay, these are all relevant products. Now, Sheep and Mark both said price is too low. They've seen me do this quite a few times. I think that they are right, but let's confirm that. So we're going to pull up our Google Chrome extension from Helium 10. You could use Jungle Scout, Helium 10. I prefer Helium 10. Pull up our X-ray extension, let that load. And here it's going to show us all the data for all the products on page 1. So let's go through it. We have search volume. So that, like I said, search volume is low here. And when we check the year point, we see that it actually drops below 1,000. I'm not going to launch a product where the main keyword drops below 1,000. That means there's not enough searching volume for this, at least for me. Total revenue, 1.5 mil, or excuse me, 1.1 mil. That's solid. We want that to be at least 200K. Average revenue, 23,000. That's solid. We want it to be around 8 to 10K. Average price, $22. So this is what we were saying where it's low. I look for a product that has at least a $30 price tag average in the market. That's to account for things like rising advertising costs per clicks, your FBA fees, and your cost of goods and shipping. Now, you can still be profitable on a product like this, but with increasing cost per clicks, I don't really like to sell low ticket items anymore. So $30 is usually my minimum. And then we have average reviews at 990. One thing that I want to confirm here. Yeah, so one thing that I'll usually do to check is I'll organize it by most reviews to least. And if like the top seller right here with 19,000 reviews, if that wasn't relevant, then I would potentially remove that from the search results. Now, one thing that I do want to make very clear is it's not about like going and just removing a bunch of products to try to get the results you want, but it's if it was irrelevant, because then you see how the average reviews changes. But that was relevant, so we're going to keep it, okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys all of the metrics to look at, but I want to explain something because product research is a numbers game. So you're going to go through probably 10, 20, 30 products before you do find a product that meets the criteria. And something to keep in mind is when I saw average price and then when I saw average reviews, I would have stopped. That was it. I wouldn't have gone. Like I said, real quick before I continue that, Noah, you're not going to remove a bunch of products. But if there's like one product on page 1 where it's completely irrelevant, it's the highest reviewed product, then yeah, you can remove that one. I think that's okay because that's going to make the average go up a lot. But then there's still 49 other organic listings on Amazon. So it kind of skews the data a bit there. If you have to go remove like 5, 6, 7 products, that doesn't count. You got to keep those because they still do rank on Amazon for this keyword. So 990 too much. The last thing that I'm going to look at is we're going to look at how low reviewed sellers in the market perform. So we see 23 low reviewed sellers, right? And we would want to make sure that at least 10K of them, so I'll organize parent level revenue. I want to make sure that at least 10K of, or excuse me, not 10K, 20% of them make 10K plus a month. With this product, we see 23 ASINs and we see none of them are making 10K plus a month. So that also does not meet our criteria point. Now remember, as soon as I saw that there were relevant products, as soon as I saw that there were relevant products, average reviews was 990, average price was 220, we would have scrapped it. On to the next. So do you guys want to do the same category, or do you guys want to look at a different category? You got to see it like removing the apple out of the list with bananas. Exactly, yeah. But if there's, it's also think of it like this. If it's all fruit that you're looking at, then you don't necessarily want to remove the apple, the banana, the orange. I would consider under 200 reviews, low reviews, guys. And again, because we're just giving free value, not that anybody has to do it, I'm going to give a shameless plug. If you guys wanted me to select your product for you based on the criteria that I use and teach, I do offer product selection in the AMZ Masterclass. We go over product research even more in depth than I already am right now. I know you might be thinking, how is that possible? We do, and how to analyze products. We're still going to do product research. Don't worry. You guys let me know what you want to, what category you want me to do next. We just did kitchen. Do we want to do kitchen again? And I'm coming over to YouTube to answer questions. What would you say are the most crucial points while doing Amazon to maintain success? Sticking to the fundamentals, my friend. Good product research, good product differentiation, good market numbers. Do you offer product validation if we provide all the data? Yes, unlimited product validation as well. Sorry, I always forget the actual username. I have to click it. UX. Yes, UX. So we actually have a template in the program. Students fill out the little template. It takes, a few seconds. And then you can send over as many products as you want, and they will be validated by me, not a VA, not a coach, nothing like that. The mentorship, the reason why I only have 300 students is A, we reject like 90% of the people who apply, and B, because I want it to be more of a tight-knit group where people can actually get value. If I had like 3,000 students, then it would be a little bit harder. So UX says arts and crafts. I like that one. To be honest with you, that's a hard one, actually, like a harder one. So let's do that. So let me flip the camera around really quick. Appreciate it, Gerardo. Again, I always feel bad saying this right after someone gives, but you guys do not have to gift. I do not take any money from TikTok. My PayPal is not linked to it. I do these lives for free, you guys. So trust me, I'm good. I'll be fine. But all I do ask is that y'all go show some love to the videos, to the content when it pops up on your feed. Go hop out of the live, go like some of the videos. We actually just posted a product research video as well, so you guys can check that out. I do this for free, you guys. I'll make content whether people join the mentorship or not. The mentorship is just for people who wanted a more in-depth guide and wanted more of my time, have me as their mentor, but I don't gatekeep any information. This is, again, to just provide all of you guys value. So we got arts and crafts, so we're going to do that. Let me just get some of these questions. What if a product is both indoor and outdoor, but I'm focusing on the indoor product? Would that be seasonal? Seasonal is only exactly what it says, Noah. Seasonal. Christmas products, Father's Day products, Valentine's Day products, summer products. Like if you have like a water sports toy, that's likely going to be seasonal, but it might have 2 seasons, summer and Christmas time, especially if it's a toy product. But we were looking at like a splash pad yesterday. Splash pad is for sure seasonal. It'll do really well in the summertime when people are actually going to use the splash pad. But a majority of the United States is cold for a majority of the year. So splash pad's not really in the cards for most people. Here in Cali, I think you could use a splash pad any month. Okay. Oh, whoops. Hold on, I skipped a step. Here we go. Let me flip the camera around and we'll get back to product research. Like I said, if you guys are getting value, make sure that you hit that follow button and show some love. So we're going to do another category. So we're going to search something generic, arts and crafts. I'm not going to be specific we want something with the highest search volume, but in this case, we'll do the second best because we want it to be a little bit more generic so that we can get more options. Sorry, I was just checking the YouTube live. Okay, so we are going to scroll through. And one more thing that I do want to point out. I am not going to give you guys a free product on the live. So anybody who thinks, man, Luke just selected a product that didn't meet the criteria. Most of the time that's on purpose. Because if it happens, it happens. But most of the time that's on purpose because I'm teaching you guys how to fish. I'm not just handing you a platter of fish right now. And this will make you guys better Amazon sellers. It will make you better at product research. The more product research that I did, the better that I got at product research. That's why I have a lead list of over 400, 500 products that meet my criteria. No, I do not share that lead list with anybody. I don't believe in that. So let's look for a product that catches our eye. So I'm going to scroll through. You guys are going to pick. I'm not going to pick until somebody else picks, okay? So this is going to be interactive. You guys have to pick a product. Also, things like Play-Doh, we're not even going to touch. That's a branded product. Something that has, 100,000 reviews, 50,000 reviews, which I don't see right now, but meet the criteria. We already know that, so we don't have to spend our time looking at that. When you see a product that's priced at $9.99, it's probably going to be kind of like the last one that we looked at, a low price average market. So we may not even spend our time on that. Flower pressing book, where's that? Where's the flower? See it. Yeah, you can also do that. We can filter it. So like 25 and above as well. We can do that if you guys want. I don't like to set too many filters though, because sometimes you will find a product that's under, like, let's say, okay, so we set the filter of over $25, but sometimes you'll find one individual product that catches your eye that's $20, and then maybe the entire market is priced at $30. So I tend to maybe for y'all who are just getting started, it's okay to use the filters. But just because I've been doing this so long, I kind of just know what to look at, what not to look at. But if you want to try to save some time, you could also do that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So let's go through here and you guys let me know if there's a product that catches your eye. I think that product's Goa, unless I'm wrong. So let me know if there's a product that catches your eye. Remember, I'm not going to pick for you. Something like National Geographic, we're not going to touch. So plant, flower, and gardening kit. That's going to be an interesting one to find the main keyword. This is also true. Great. Look at that. So shout out to Noah because he brought up a great point. So this one right here, it's a fragile item. I do tend to avoid fragile items. Okay, this is an interesting one. We might keep this on the back burner because same thing, it's going to be fragile. We could still look at the numbers, but let's keep looking. In all honesty, I have seen a couple already that kind of caught my eye, but I'm going to let you guys do it. Where's the stamps? Where's the stamps at? Oh, the number stamps. Okay, we could look at that, alphabet number stamps. Okay, so we're going to want to identify the main keyword. I'm going to guess that it's alphabet number stamps, but we're going to have to check. So let's go. So we're going to go back to our search bar. Alphabet number Oh no, I don't think this is going to be it. Stamps, let's see here. No search volume. Spiral set, which one was that? Which one was that? UX. You guys also have to direct me sometimes to where you guys saw it. Where's the spiral set? Down. Where? You passed it. You're talking about this? Spiral graph? That's a branded product. This one? Is this what you're talking about? Yeah, I think this is a branded product. Also, 13,000 average reviews. I would assume that the average reviews in that market are high. So now you guys are starting to see how my mind works with these things, right? So we don't even need to spend our time on certain products. Let's see. Just I've seen a couple of products that I know would do good. So let's go. You guys are doing good, by the way. Just because I pass up on a product doesn't mean that you guys aren't doing great right now. This is how you learn with product research. Tie-dye kit. Where's that? You guys are going to have to show me again. It was up. Okay. Even though this is Crayola. Nope. See, same thing. So number one, you have a branded product, Crayola. So you could go into tie-dye kit, but I would assume, like I could show you guys if you want. We don't have to skip every single one. So I'm going to show you. So tie-dye kit. So let's check the search volume. 71,000 search volume. It's the most relevant keyword, so we know that's the one that we need. But yeah, see, you got like have lower prices, and then you have 11,000 reviews. We had Crayola that had 17,000 reviews. So I'm going to show you guys though, and I'm going to show you why, because again, this is how you learn. I'm going to show you guys why this wouldn't be an ideal product to go launch. So we're going to pull up our X-ray tool. Also, thank you for 7.5K likes. Let's get it, son. So, oh man, it was doing this. We have to refresh it because it's not showing us the data. Just give me 1 second. I did this yesterday. So we'll wait for our X-ray tool to load. There it is. Show me the data. There it is. Okay, so just like I predicted, right? We have a low average price. We have high average reviews. All the other metrics look good, except for those two, which are actually two of the biggest ones. And then I'll show you one more thing. What happens when you have 2,000 reviews? Remember how the last product that we saw with only 990 reviews, there was about like 25 sellers under 200 reviews? So let's look at this one. Oh my gosh, I have to refresh it again. Helium 10 sometimes bugs out. Hold on. It won't let you set filters and then you have to refresh it. It's okay. It's the name of the game. Wait for it to load. Let me set my filters. There it is. Okay. So when we go and we look at how low reviewed sellers are performing on page one, you only have 11, which isn't too bad, but it's only 11, which means there's only 11 sellers under 200 reviews. You're going to launch with under 200 reviews. Page one is the golden standard, the bread and butter. It is where you want to be on Amazon to be able to achieve success. So when you have super low amount of sellers under 200 reviews on page one, it's going to be harder for you to rank. Not to mention, we only have 1 out of 11, which is a little under 10% sellers who are making 10K plus a month. All right. So let's go back to arts and crafts. If a few sellers have thousands of reviews, but majority of sellers are making money, is that okay? An average review is under. If there's a few sellers that have thousands of reviews, that's okay. And if the average reviews is like 500, 600, 700, sometimes maybe even 800, sometimes pushing it, I think that's okay too, especially if there's a good amount of sellers under 200 reviews making 10K plus a month. Magic water gel kit. That one looks interesting. We could take a look at that. Magic. So let's go identify the main keyword. It's usually just one of the first terms. Magic water. Let's see. Gel. Let's see here. No, that's not good enough search volume for us. 714. Let's do oh, that's why, because I put Mavic. Oh wait, nope, it's still showing me the right keyword. It corrected it for me. Let's try that again. No, that's not it. Let's do let's actually do water gel toy kit. Let's check this out. I still don't love the search volume there, honestly. I don't think that's search volume, so that would make me realize. Let's look through it. Maybe we'll find the keyword here. Water gel kit for kids. That could be it. No, I don't think so. Water gel kit. Let's do water gel kit. Oh, nope, that was actually worse. Let's keep looking. We want to identify the main keyword here. Let's see. Water elf, no. Magic toy, water gel kit. I think this is it, which I don't love the search volume, because you would want all of your search terms, all of your keywords to be at least 10K. Water pets, no, I don't think that would be it. You would want all of at least 10 keywords to have a search volume of 10,000 or more, the top keywords, because that's going to help with searchability. That's going to help with PPC ads. If you don't have good keywords with good search volume for your PPC ads, it's going to be a little bit more difficult in that regard. Now, I do actually think that the numbers in this market are going to be good, minus search volume, which is still part of our criteria. So let's go look at our X-ray tool. Nope, we were almost there. So our price is still 22, but these are some better metrics aside from the search volume. Also, when we look at the search volume graph, we go to the year point, we see that it actually peaks in December and doesn't do good the rest of the year. This is definitely a seasonal product, and that average price I do not love, but these are kind of what the metrics you'd want to see are. So total revenue, average reviews are solid. I bet even this will be solid too. Let's double check here. Look at how low reviewed sellers in the market are performing. Yeah, so we have 39, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 out of 39, that's our 20% that we need. So these are kind of metrics that you want to see. And you guys also see that after just 3 goes of this, we're already getting closer to products that do meet the criteria. You guys are starting to see what not to look at, what to look at. Can we do a car racing carpet or something like that? We're not going to just analyze products that we don't see, bro. But I don't know if that one will meet the criteria either. So how about we do another category? Just because the more categories, the more different products you guys look at, I think it will be beneficial. We'll do one more. So you guys let me know. Do you want to stay in arts and crafts, or do you want to do, all right, like I said, closed mouths don't get fed. First comment always wins. Tangi says pet. We did pet yesterday. How about we do a new one, Tangi? Tangi, I'll let you pick if you want, just because you were the first one. But let's maybe do a new one, because we did pet yesterday. We did arts and crafts. We did, what else did we do today? I already forgot. We did kitchen. You guys want to do a different one? If you want to, if everyone's cool with pet, I don't mind doing it again. But I do want to look at different categories just because I think it'll benefit. That's not a broad category. We could do, yeah, that's not really a broad category. Beauty, ooh. That's one that I don't love. Sure, let's do it. I tend to stay away from the beauty category, to be honest with you, and I'll show you guys why. But we could look beauty products, because you're gonna get a lot of makeup, topicals, things like that, and those aren't products that I launch on Amazon. Wall charger is a specific product, brother. We're looking at markets. So we might not even spend our time here, because I really do not ever look in the beauty category, but I'm going to show you guys why, because it's helpful to explain what not to do, because you still learn from it. Number one, the beauty category has some of the highest cost per clicks on Amazon. Not to mention, you're going up against behemoths of brands. You have EOS, you have Elf Cosmetics, you have, let's see, you have Zeal C. That's another big one. You have Maybelline. You have Essence. What are some other big ones that I know? You have Mark Anthony. You have behemoth of brands, and all of them are really low priced. So $4, $10, $4, $8, $9. And the cost per clicks in these categories are expensive. Also, Neutrogena. You're going up against behemoths in this category. Thousands of reviews. So the beauty category has high average reviews. To get a decent price point, you need to be established at some point. What do you mean by that, Mark? Expand on that. And all of these products that you guys see here require extra approvals on Amazon, and those approval tests can get pretty expensive. Like toys and games and baby products, those also need some compliance tests, but usually your manufacturer can provide those. Like we're launching a baby product here soon, and our manufacturer provided all of the compliance tests that we needed. So let's do a different one, but I just wanted to show you guys why I don't touch the beauty category. You guys drop it down below. Something like home and kitchen, toy products, baby products. If we can't think of one, we're gonna just do pet, like Tanji said. Well, again, brother, that's a specific product. We're not analyzing specific products. Kids' toys. We don't have to put kids. We just put toys. We could be really generic. Let's put kids' toys, because I don't know if you guys see that keyword. Kids' toys. Okay. So we see our search volume 42,000. It's a broad term. You guys let me know. You guys know the drill. What product catches your eye? Do we have our filter set? No, we don't. Let's set our filter to, let's do 30 and above. So now you guys let me know. Things like this, we're not even going to spend time on. 30,000 reviews. He said, gotcha there, mate. Yeah, you did. You did get me there. Oh, sorry, YouTube. Let me share this tab. There we go. So you guys can see. Boom. So you guys know the drill. What product catches your eye? In fact, I actually see a product. I kind of, no, I'll let you guys do it. Kids tent. So that's what I was just saying. This product, like this princess tent right here, you have 30,000 reviews. The average reviews in that market are going to be high. We don't even need to spend our time on that. Because I feel like a lot of people, when they're doing product research, they're going to look at like all these different products that don't necessarily even meet the criteria. And then you're spending time on products that don't meet the criteria, and then you get discouraged. So Sheep, I was actually going to pick that one, bro, if nobody else picked it. And I'm going to pick this one for a reason. Like I said, guys, I've looked at thousands of products. So I've looked at this market before. I've actually made a video about this market before. So let's actually do this one. I think it'll be good. So main keyword is going to be machine for kids. Now, one thing that I want to point out, this is an electric product. Electric products have the highest return rate on Amazon. I do not launch electronic products, but I do think that this is a good product to show because it the numbers actually look good in it, minus it being an electronic product. Now, mess around and find out if you ever do launch an electronic product. You will see why I do not launch electronic products, because you better account for 10 to 15% return rate into your margins. That comes out of your profit margin. So I don't even spend my time on it. Let's put up our X-ray extension. No worries, Noah. Yeah, I know. It's also like zoomed out a little bit. All good. Okay, we have to refresh this because I don't, this is a weird glitch. Helium 10 has actually hardly ever done that, but then it's been doing that every time yesterday and today. Got to refresh and then wait for our X-ray tool to load. There it is. Okay, so this is actually a market where the numbers look really good. Again, it's electronic. You will have a very high return rate. I would avoid it because you don't want, like, the biggest thing, especially with what Amazon recently added, they added the high return rate badge right under your price, right before it says buy, just a big old badge that says frequently returned product. That is a conversion crusher, so you don't want to touch it. But this is what a good market looks like, and I've made a video on TikTok about it. Anytime I make a video about a product that's numbers are good on TikTok, I obviously would never make a video about a product that I would launch or give to one of my students. But the idea is to show you guys what the numbers look like. Search volume good, total revenue good, average revenue good, average price good, average reviews good. This is what a market that you guys would want to launch in looks like. Again, I purposely will not ever show you guys a product that I would actually launch because I'm not going to. Hold on, I have to refresh it so I can show this. It's glitching out again. I would never just show you guys a product that I would launch because I want you guys to learn how to do this. And I think, us doing this live product research actually gives a lot of context. So let's see if it works this time. So we'll go to our filters. Oh my goodness, it doesn't let me, hold on. We got to refresh it one more time. Sorry. It's in overload mode right now. Let's try that again. Okay, still not working. Let me do this. Hold on. You're not the only one with this bug, by the way. I have it too. Yeah, I know it's a helium. I need to reach out to my helium 10 rep and tell them to fix their ish because it's very annoying. Usually one refresh fixes it, but let's try one more time. If it doesn't work, then I just explain it to you guys. But also Jungle Scout has the same glitch, so I don't know what's up with their APIs, where that's happening. Okay, let's try it one more time. Filters. Okay, it doesn't work. So anyways, this one also has 20% of low reviewed sellers making 10K plus a month. Again, I would never launch an electronic product. I do not have any electronic products on my roster, and that is for a reason. But in terms of the numbers, average reviews, average price, average revenue, total revenue, and search volume, this is glitching again because I think it, anyways, is what it should look like. Has any of your product done 10 plus mil? Over the lifetime, yes. In 1 year, no. I'm not an 8-figure seller yet. But, y'all, we just did an hour of straight value. So you guys are going to have to excuse this part. If you guys like the lives, like the ways that I teach, want to have me as your mentor along your entire journey, and want the option for me to select your product for you based on the criteria that I use and teach, as well as the most in-depth guide on Amazon PPC ads out there, check out the TikTok bio. This is the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship. You guys can go through here, see everything that's included. You guys can see some student results, as well as on my TikTok, this little mentorship student win tab. You guys can see a bunch of results from students there. You would click, yes, I want to apply now. You would go through this very fast 60-second application, actually fill it out proper. Don't do what I'm doing, because it'll help the team assess your situation. I have to stop sharing this part from YouTube because I don't want to dox my information, because then I have to scrap the YouTube live. I've done that a couple times by accident. Okay, let's go back. Let's share the screen again so that YT can see this. And if you guys qualify for the program, you'd submit, and you would be prompted to this page here where you can book a call with my team, select the date and time that works for you. Make sure that you show up to that call, get on the call with the team. They'll be able to tell you anything that you have, any questions that you have about the program. Yes, I can help Canadians, Noah. I have Canada and Australia are my second and third biggest markets for my students. So obviously a lot of them are in the US, but then we have a lot of Australian and a lot of Canadian students. We're worldwide. So we have the UAE, Egypt, Norway, a few other countries in Europe, Germany, UK, Mexico, all over. So this applies to everybody. And you guys, my team speaks for me. The thing is, you guys aren't talking to like a salesperson. The person that you'll likely get on the call with is my guy, Adam. Adam is in the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship. He's also he's a student, and he currently sells products on Amazon Success well. So make sure that you guys go check that out. Hop on a call with the team. In fact, I don't want to dox his last name, but Adam's always liking stuff in the Facebook group, just to show you guys the person that you talk to is literally in the Facebook group. Let me see here. See, I don't want to dox anybody's last name. Hold on. Like I said, in the AMZ Masterclass, my guy, Adam, he is a student. It's not just some sales guy. He is an Amazon seller. So hop on a call with Adam. He's an absolute all-star, and he does speak for me. On that note, everybody, it was a very long live, but it was a good one. I've been liking the product research vibes. So maybe we'll do more product research. We'll do some live differentiations. But if you guys want me to select your product, want to have me as a mentor, have a one-on-one call with me where I can audit your account, have the most in-depth guide on PPC ad out there, have direct access to me to message me whenever you want, check out the AMZ Masterclass. Josh, thank you so much for the follow. I hope everyone has a blessed day, blessed night, and blessed weekend. And I'll see y'all soon.